Hello, I'm Tim Beggins, president of Elk Trading Company. In this, the natural gas weekly recap. Natural gas prices are actually down. Overnight, they were much higher, but currently, right now, we are trading at 395.60, down 3.5 cents right now. At 395.40, or 0.85%. Prices did climb as high as 414.80 before falling back. As you can see here from the daily chart, we exceeded the Bollinger Band upper band at 396.60 and have fallen now below that band. So let's turn to the hourly chart where we can look at the pivots. And here we are. Currently, right now, we are just above the 393.5 daily pivot with support below the market at 386.80 and then well below that at 374.70. Remember, the contract goes off the board next week on Thursday, so the 26th. Right now, as you can see above the market, the daily pivot resistance is at 405.60 and then 412.30. Well above that, 424.40. Let's take a look at the weather, or excuse me, the front to back spreads. These are the spreads that have, reached our objective and started to come back. So where can we look for next profit objectives for these spreads? Well, we're going to use the Fibonacci retracements. As you can see here, we came down to the 0.236 retracement. That's the first level and have since bounced. But we'll look to see if prices can come in. This is the Jan versus the July contract, all the way down to 114.40. That would be the 382 retracement. The same thing here for the Jan versus October spread. Did bounce off that 0.236% retracement, or 109.5. We'll look to see if things can come further in, contracting further in next week, and look for a profit objective of 101.80. What's going on with the weather? Hot and humid, especially across the southeast, up into the Carolinas, into New York City. As you can see, there's some above normal temperatures in the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook, all the way in the Pacific Northwest and across the Carolinas. So let's take a look at the weather. Well, this is from WX charts. As you can see here, it really starts to bake here as we get today, the first day of summer. And as we go further into July, we really start to get very, very warm across Texas, the Southeast, even parts of the Midwest here in the next few days. And it's especially humid. So AC load is going to be higher. As you can see here, this heat starts to expand all the way across into the eastern seaboard and parts of New England even. And this continues again all the way through the end of this month of June and into the first week of July. What else is going on? Well, the tropics. There's really no tropical activity to speak of at this time, but the warm waters of the Caribbean will certainly strengthen any storms that do start to brew up. It's a little late in the season. We had our first storm last year on the 19th of June. So we're a little bit late right now, nothing on the horizon. And part of the reason why, the Saharan air layer. We continue to get Saharan dust coming off of Africa, pushing across the Atlantic, which is inhibiting any Atlantic hurricane development. And this is also pushing into the Caribbean and really right here into Houston. And let's look at the drought monitor. It is still very much a drought across San Antonio. This is the Eagleford area, all the way back to El Paso, and then pushing back into California. Let's take a look at our stocks. These are the oil and gas E&P sector. They have a market cap between $2 and $10 billion and a short float at least 10%. They're still the same 7 companies. And if we look at over 20%, well, it's just 2 companies, Comstock and CNX Resources. So looking at the stocks here, let's take a look at how they did for the week right now. The 1-week performance, fantastic. Comstock was the winner here at almost 20%. And then following up behind it is CNX at 7.27%. Whereas the value here in the natural gas stocks. Natural gas has been on a tear for the last week. And so those 2 stocks have more of a natural gas focus. The rest are more on oil economics. So as you can see, Northern Oil and Gas only up 0.96%. So if we do get a Mideast war, take a look at the oil and gas side, because that will benefit from that high short float. Again, let's recap here. Currently right now, Natural gas prices are trading at 396.10, down 2.8 cents or 0.7%. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Thanks for listening. We'll see you soon.